day of my diet, and I'm eating this. And it's salad with oil, and this is hirse. I don't know the word in English. I will have to look it up and write it on the things. And this is how I look. I'm looking. And we see then on Easter how I look then. So I don't go on that where you measure the weight. Since when I was younger, my sister, we made something very silly. We wanted to make a race who is first skinny. My sister is bigger and skinnier anyways, but we said when we are going over 55 kilos, we're gonna kill ourselves. And she was once, but we both became still once fat, and then she get really skinny. Until I said, my mother, please tell her that I'm no more going on a Waage balancing. I just look in this mirror, and that's how I also could not come over this, and I just throw out that measure thing, only when I go to the doctor, but I close my eyes. I don't want to know the weight. I always say I don't want to know the weight. If I don't know the weight, then I don't have to kill myself. But also if I would know the weight, then my parents say, no, that's stupid, you gonna not kill yourself, and she also not, and they tell then her, but we needed help, she and me. I told then my parents, I know why she's so skinny and why she's no more gonna eat, because he have made this stupid thing, this stupid, like a car race, just a race who is getting skinnier. And I said, just tell her she won. Anyway, she won. Please, she will stay alive and not get so skinny that she dies. We will be, anyways, for whole eternity, we will be bones, and then we are skinny enough. And don't know why my eyes going like this together. I had that never in my life, but now it's happening. When I want to pick out pimples, I didn't see anymore the space. So, and what I'm gonna eat is that hirse. It's not rice, it's not potato. Hirse is especially good for the hair, and you can cook it. And normally I eat that in the morning as like Haferflocken, as already pressed. But today I just cooked it with lemon juice, with sugar, and that's not forbidden in my diet. Otherwise I would go mad, crazy, because I'm addicted to sugar. And it had a little bit of coffee, the cream you do in a coffee, not whipped cream, just a little cream, one, and yeah, that's all. Ingwer, that's what they say it's good for, that you're losing weight. Lemon and ingwer is in this, not yet the juice. I'm still by mine, because then I'm looking every day to the evening and I don't get depression. If I would not make that diet so that I have something which I didn't have before I only drink wine on Friday evening, on Saturdays. Now I drink every day a glass or a little more. I don't drive cars, so I have also to have something in my life. And it's good because I have had an accident in my knee, and I think the blood is getting thick there. So that is good. That is like medicine for me. The blood is running. I just have then to stop after the diet, the drinking alcohol. But then I can eat again pizza. I know what I will make first is a self-made pizza with blätterteig, like the croissants. This a little bit special. I'm looking forward to this. But then it's difficult then to stop the drinking alcohol. And then then I have another diet, just changes, then only drink one glass. Now I'm a little bit, when the hunger came and when I was thinking too much, and I had also a reason. I was waking up at morning at 4 o'clock. The dogs were really barking loud, and she was licking me very strong, and until I really woke up, and something, and then I was so much hurt on my head, like acid is really going in the brain. And one teeth, a second cross here, is broken out. So one piece is broken out, and I don't know now. When she was licking me, it was like kissing me. Her tongue was in my mouth, and I don't know whether she was drinking something not good and wanted help. Maybe it seemed to me like a cry for help, and because she never did that like this so much strong, it really hurted. And maybe she really was afraid that I'm dead and I'm no more awakening. And then I gave her water, and they had to make a shower, because I'm not sure if I had my pain or maybe her pain, because when we have in the garden there, a man was touching her on the head, and maybe he has acid on his hands, can also be, and that I felt her pain. But my teeth is broken up, but maybe she was licking me, and she had acid in her mouth, on her tongue, and she was like licking another piece. Here I have 2 crosses. In my childhood, they made me that really like Satan's cross and Jesus' crosses. I like both, heaven and hell. And now one is breaking out, and when it was really this, I don't feel pain. The pain was in the head, like I was with my head in an acid lake. Yeah, it was awful. I could then no more go to sleep. I was in panic, and I forgot thing. We had still some water bottle. Then I showered the dogs and me, and then it was morning. And then I had to scratch out hair the whole shitting fucking day. And this time I scratched out hair, and that can be that is not hair from me, my own. That was under the skin, and this hair was. It was a bunch here when I came out, and this can be when I had an accident with 14, and my sister put glue in my head, and we glued hair on my head, and maybe so that's hair from someone else, and that had wanted to go out, or wanted no more to be part of my body. So I let this hair go and scratched it out, and now I really must stop. Tomorrow must be a better day. I didn't do what I have to do. This is disease, this is ill, this is like when you have depression. Everyone says, why are you not doing this? You are just at home. You could paint, you could sing, you could make a song, you could go out, you could go swimming. But when you have a disease, the disease is ruling. As long as the disease is king, and not I do what this disease wants and not what I want. I really wish and pray that I become king of my own body, but then I could heal it also. You must know that. But maybe to only heal me, I must rule the whole world, or be stronger as all the people who hate me, stronger as the haters, stronger also as the lovers. They can be jealous. So a lover who really wants to keep me for himself could be so jealous that he said, I take her without hair. I love her also with a wig. Better she's losing that hair, and I can have her, So lovers are not always better to you or the best for you, for ourselves. So to really rule, and that I again go swimming in that lake, that 4 kilometers, instead of sitting home and scratching out my hair, I must become stronger than the disease, stronger than these witches who wished me this disease, stronger than my parents, and rule. And they come still in the flat. That's my fear, that it was really a person in, because they were also barking, and normally they bark only when a person is in. That is the second theory. Someone was really inside. I was sleeping, and someone dropped really acid on my head, and that goes, I have somewhere a little hole that goes already in and came through the head like you go in a tunnel, slide in the tunnel in the mouth to the teeth. Or an animal in my head did that. I don't know. Or Satan, or a demon or a ghost. I just tell the facts. What the people think, what is the thing, then I just tell what you can see. What it is then, I don't know. There are things happening which I cannot not explain. I was closing all the windows and all the things, but not yet all, so I have to spend another money to also close the little ones. Everyone must be closed. And what happens also, I didn't find the key again to that door, big windows which are already locked. I could not find that, so I have to spend another money for that. And now I don't have money, I must pay the taxes. So I'm living insecure again. This view is not horror, but that is horror, that I live still insecure, that I'm still living not, but we are never secure. You can marry a king and all windows are full of glitter, like we had also the sheikhs, and in old stories they had really glitter, steel before the windows, and still a thief can come in. Still you are not secure. Still a worm can come in your nose and eat your brain. We are never secure, never. I just say, if I could really heal me and go for example on tour and sing my songs and become what I wanted, a star, then I was really this was a masterpiece, and I would really become stronger than all around me at least. And then I almost was stronger than the police who doesn't want that I travel, stronger than my children who wants that I stay at home, stronger than the Bundesrat there, not Kasperli, the Bundesrat, who said the old should stay home. I also wish my old should stay home, but they drive around and I am home. But I have not, my daddy was working in Madrid, so they have money, I didn't work 100% so long as he did, so he deserves maybe to drive around. But I also thought for myself, I not stay at home and I can drive around. But anyway, I'm glad with what I have. And this is now, I'm trying now that, oh yeah, you want to see how I eat. I put you here. And yeah, this is really tasty. I already tasted there. It's not ice cream, but it's very a good dessert. You could eat it as dessert. Lemon, cold, ingwer. Perfect. And a new recipe. But easy to do. I just ruffle the ingwer. Actually, normally people are telling by eating. But I had to tell you today so much things I could not eat. So I choose the right dinner, cold. Because when I have to tell you so much, while speaking, everything speaks out to eat the food. That's not understanding. That's also not nice and not beautiful. I don't know, I think anyway I look not so beautiful by eating, so maybe I'm not the best dinner partner. Maybe I also think when I'm slim again, I would like them to sing and perform and dance. That dress is also I buy das for this. But there are people that will never watch me singing because they don't like my songs. There will be people who would maybe enjoy more to eat with me, and I'm sure there are people that see this video but never see me singing because they don't want. They can, but they don't want. So something for everyone. But some want to see me painting, some want to see me dying. They already could see me dying several times. Maybe there are out there people that want to see me eating. And as I said, No, not as I said. Eating so slowly and talking to someone makes more full. When I'm alone, I'm eating like that. I'm eating like an animal, not really like an animal. We have that voice. We had that. And I'm really hungry. I did really a lot of work then. I'm eating like a Raubtier, or even worse. But that's why when we have a date, I must eat a little bit there. Now I miss the nuts. And the salad, this maple walnut would be great. And I proceed to life. And I proceed to all people who overcame diseases, like cancer. It doesn't matter which disease, cancer, depression, psychotic. We all went over the devil who wants us only dead. So now I get nuts. I'm getting just a few maple walnuts. Oh, it's live. And I take it with me. I take it with me. Okay. This for drinking, which they said with this tea, this special thing with already I bought also cinnamon, but I didn't make it yet. I will have to do that. I just use all that ingredients already in other cake, like today I will use that. I had to look up that recipe, but I will do that to lose weight even more. Then when I maybe no more make diet, now I eat some this maple melons on the salad. Then I will make that drink that helps when you've eaten too much. Perfect with nuts. This is better than I saw this. And it's funny, with family you eat every day when you are young. It's something normal. And now when you are living alone, it's not more so normal. And it's special when the family comes together. And to young blood, thank you for your welcoming. I will go to England. I'm working on this since the coronation. But now, there in that the year of the coronation, I really wanted to go to England and make party, because I know when I was young, there's no folk, no people like English people. They can make party better than everyone else in Ibiza and everywhere. They dance, they have the disco, that great disco, I never forget. I wanted to be there. I had already made that for the dogs, that against worms, you go to the doctor, and for England I need to have this medicine for the dogs and a stamp in the passport. But now I was in Rome, repaired out, and they stole everything. I have not yet an identity card new. I have not yet the time. And then I have also not that pass for the dogs anymore. And But all the time it's like this. I'm too ill to really work, and so I have too less money to travel around. It's easy said like that. The train also costs money, and you need there also money, and the hotel costs money, and I'm still working on it. Maybe I get. That's also something. To be angry with ourselves when you have depression or this disease is not helpful. I must forgive me and say, it's now not like I want. It's now that disease is king. I'm so sorry. Not a person. The disease is just for my accident. And yeah. Or when it's really have been a person in this world and put acid on my head, and this person is ruling now my life. Through fear, to make me fear and to kill me. That is slowly killing. Just like that. And I must then close all windows and everything, and I pray for that I overlive this, because it's so mean how they kill. I'm not sure, but I thought meant to see Jean-Claude Van Damme here. Not the first time, this time in a wheelchair. Once I saw him on a moped, or it's someone who looks very similar. But this man fears me a little bit. It's not a good omen. It's like a deadhead falter. Yeah, it's. I feel not. I was once a big fan of this man, but I am now no more fan. No more. I think. Why is he still here? Maybe he likes the town. Yeah, I made enough advertising. Now I regret that. Now I regret I should not make so much advertising. Then also bad people coming here. And this here has maybe to do with my sister, with my mother, with my father, with the doctors here in the house. Maybe not with him. Maybe he's even a friend of me, because we had once a connection. I was a fan of him, and I wrote to him, and I should have not done that also. He got the shock because I was dead in the red lock dress, like a porno diva, like Britney Spears in her music video. And I think he got such a shock that he just closed his account. And for this I say sorry. I say deeply regret that. I say sorry on the deepest of my heart. I should not have write him. I should not have say hello. I should not have introduced me. Not with a lot red lock fetish jacket on, but I did. And the table dance thing, it was just too hot photos, and he was shocked. But I did not harm him. I did not oppress him also. But maybe he had have had sex with too many people, and he was thinking I want money or something evil and oppressing. I don't know, like the terrorists. I tell when you not. But I never had anything with this man. At least not really. My dreams maybe yes. But that's my fault, that's then not his. And I stopped that also because there are superstars, they are also telepathic, and they really want to murder us, and they want money. And so I realized also, oh, now I hurt him, he's shocked. And he closed the account for many years, and then I was happy, and suddenly his account he was like picking me. And then I was afraid, so many years later. Yeah, I'm not a prostitute, there's nothing to oppress, and in no way, in no side, I hope. But I'm now not so happy to see this guy, and there sometimes also other superstars are walking here. Not because of me, of the money. Superstars have money, and they all want the money in Switzerland. It's good to hide the money, or to have the money, to have money. King Charles and the royals also make ski holidays in Switzerland. It's nothing very special. It's not because of me. I just say sometimes for normal. Now I understand why they didn't want me to run my hot dog stand here, because they said to me, you must see, for some men you have been like a Pamela Anderson, but living here in real. And for them, this is like they have all these pictures they saw from me in their head, and they get hot, and they must really stay cool to not harm you. And this is difficult for them. And now I understand this. Now, because now I'm old and ugly, and now running here around superstores. Van Damme does no more harm me, he's too old for me, but other ones, for example, Jack Sparrow, though I also would maybe get nervous, or some else, young blood, youngs, or Ville Wallo, if he would be here, I also would, it would not let me so cold. And now I know, now I'm in that age that they don't come for me, and now I'm just a viewer, just the customer from the Migros, you know. Now I understand why the governments and other people didn't want me to work. They said, you have been too hot for them, that's too much for them. That you must understand. For families, if you work in a restaurant or so, and that's why now I understand why I got problems and why I got poisoned from jealous older women and so, but I never, even though if some really have been fans, I never made so much money. I was only selling this calendar only by printing and selling by hand, and only 1, 2, 3, 4 exemplars, and the rest I gave as a gift. Yes, you must see that. I was dancing, but I was never like Britney Spears or them so rich, but they think that, they thought that. Yeah, that is, but yeah, by living further you get wiser, and you come to understand also enemies and also the other side. And something bad happens with the teeth this night, but something good also, because when I was searching the key from the window, because I wanted to open the window, then I found the necklace that someone stole years ago. I was searching this key, and I thought, where could I have hidden it? And by finding then that necklace, I was really doubting myself. Did I do that? Like the old people do, you know, they're hiding things. But I think really not, because exactly there where I found it, I was once searching it, like now the key, and there was nothing. So the person maybe that tries to take out the second cross from me, because that could be a proof from my childhood, because I said they tortured me, and then a man had felt pity with me and paid, not my parents paid that doctor, but he has not to take that he has not to fear me again. He saved my life, even if he would have been the devil to thousands and millions of others. If he would have killed whole Palestine, whole Israel, whole, I don't know that, you know. To me, he saved then my life. I would have killed myself. I could no more hold out that pain, and I was praying to God, and he came and he was carrying me. He came in the flat, carrying me, bag package, and then I had to run until we found a dentist. He let me there, and then he said, I said, oh no, please hold my hand. He was not a teddy bear or something. He was just there just to help, but because I paid to God. And he paid that 500 francs, or what it costed. So even if I had to hold out some pain, before I had also to hold out pain, I was so glad to be at the dentist, you know. I'm not angry. He must not take out that 2 crosses. I'm proud on them, and he must not fear me. He was my savior and not the opposite. But it does not mean but if he wants to play the devil, he can just say, I made that holes first. So I tortured her and wanted to get money from the parents. So just say, because I don't know who made, suddenly that holes have been here, like now this night. So it can also have been torture. But if he wants to play the evil, so yeah, then we just say, I don't know, but it could be he made that holes first, and to play the same, and then pity and say. I was thinking, I give him now my pain, because he was not so sympathetic to me. As a child, I was not sure, is he the devil who tortured me, or is he a friend who helping me, or what is going on? I just thought, oh God, I wished that I could give him my pain, then he would help. Maybe I nearly forced him to help me. That could be. That's the thing what I want to know. Does someone feel my pain, and does someone smell when I eat? Or hear this in his head when I'm without candy? This is what I want to know. So when I go to hell, is someone joining me in that and joining me in pain? That's what Billy Wallow said, you know, sing, join me in that. And I was that praying. If they torture me, please God, you can join me. You can feel that pain with me, please. I cannot hold out it alone. Yeah, same to that. Now, that is interesting. Does someone smell what I eat, and does someone feel my pain? You can make a comment. You can leave a comment. That could be for what is research? The doctors and the psychiatrists and all them. As more people as can prove that the telepathic is existing, as more we can also prove the devil is also existing. As more we can help each other when strange things are going on. At first, not saying you are gaga, but saying, okay, that's now strange. So for example, I saw a ghost. I didn't, I just say that. And you think, you don't believe in ghosts. You don't say, that's how they comment. Don't say, you are gaga, but say, okay, that's strange. I don't believe in ghosts, but it can be that you saw a ghost. For example, this is the better reaction. And psychiatrists must also learn this. Was ich... Now I put on the candlelight. And I once prayed to Jesus and I saw a cloud with Jesus. I had only much later I could prove that there are clouds that looking like birds, clouds that looking like bears, clouds are looking like dogs, clouds are looking also like Jesus if you want. And this is real, okay? This is real. When you see such a special cloud after you pray to God, then you will hold it for a proof that God exists. It's easy as that. And the same is for the people who believe in devil, or for the people who believe in demons, or in the ghosts of the people. But I say also jokes are made. There are evil people playing ghosts. So this tonight was, no, I'm not sure if it was real, but this time I'm not sure if it was real, because I was sitting up and there is no one. And I hear a funny noise, but when I looked up, I saw no one. And this is not burning, these candles, they don't want to burn. And two fell down. Two of them fell down. So we have now more light, huh? Candle light, see Karin, this one does not want to. When I now believe in some, that's a bad sign, and someone has to die, then it's not good. I just don't believe, like with the cuckoo. I say, I choose not to believe in bad, not to believe in evil, not to believe in torture, not to believe in fear. I choose that because I want to be happy. Here proceed a glass of wine. And I made me so beautiful as I could. No, as a prostitute, it would not look like this, because then I would not have that hair. And I had someone must say, "You, now he will never come, and now he will never love you because you're looking like a prostitute." Then, my dear, Marilyn Monroe was a prostitute, and I'm not looking like her. Then other famous people. No, that's not, like I said, that is for Let's Dance. That's for the stage, but when I make this boring video with eating and diet, then we must, diet is nothing positive, so we must make something else positive. And think about that when it never comes that I overlive and never come to the stage and never make Let's Dance and never make this, then at least I have won this dress, and it was not useless, it was not for nothing. Okay, that would be a shame that I have this nice dress and never used it. And as an escort service girl, I would not wear this dress. That's too hot. Then I would wear, escort girls, they must wear something, because the men rent them. It's like, I don't know really all about this, but businessmen rent someone to joining them for dinner, not for this. That's also happening, that they wanted that escorts die for them. It happens in the rich hotel, like the older, there happened that. But escorts, they must be maybe dressed like business, or like he won't like play the wife. They are all alone, and they want not to lose their face in front of the business partners. Then they must play the wife or a businesswoman and be dressed like they want. But only in special cases they would choose this outfit for going out and going wild and going party. Or dance, but normally case, I guess not. I wanted once to be an escort, but I didn't do it because I have to study why I didn't do it. I was already looking around. Fear. I feared to get killed. Once I had a man that was inviting me for 400, only for short time being there. And this man I never forget, he was kind and I had to dance. But he told me a picture of murderers, and he said, "I warn you, you will be killed. Stop this and work in a real job. Go even cleaning toilets, do everything. But I saw that you are on the blacklist, they want to kill you. And you are always alone in a hotel with a man." This is now really like playing Marilyn Monroe. I have not the beautiful nose like her, but last time I saw a little post from her, a film which I never saw really, actually. Now the candle did. I talking from Marilyn Monroe, and the candle did blow out at that moment. Scary. Sorry, Marilyn Monroe, I didn't want you to die, or you are already dead, but maybe that's a sign. And in that film, she chose just exactly explaining herself that she had nice earring. Maybe she stole it. She said, "Could not help myself. I came with that bus here, and I'm so alone, and I need some money, and I could not help myself." She stole the earrings. I know I did pay these earrings. I pay also the clothes. I was able to do that because I have an ex-husband, so I'm older and further than that girl she's playing, but she is playing that girl in young. And yes, that is dangerous. When she says that also, so is that way she says, so you get so pity with her, and that's what she wanted. She's clever. She wanted that this man feels pity with her and pays her the earrings, but they were diamond earrings, so very much money. But how she plays is great. When I now try, I was so, I cannot make her face. I would play it in a different way, you know. If I had to play it, I played it in a different way with my face. I have not her face, but I'm fan of her. And what made this woman so beautiful? It's how she plays. It takes hours till she has done her sentence. But how she does it is so special, you know. You think, there was a time when I was doing, I like this, like a ballerina would make a pirouette or something. And now I said, I'm in that hurry again, and I said, hey girl, go on, what do you want to tell us? You know, hurry up, that is time consuming how you're talking. But, yeah, that's what I said, I want as escort. Anyways, every money that I ever got, I was putting as spenden in the tax papers. It was not black money. I just said that even when I went on the market and I only made lost, or I made only 20 francs win or whatever, I did always write that, because I know that I'm a dumb person, and I know that the truth comes everything. I always out when I want to hide something. It comes out because I'm plappermaul. I like talking, and I'm talking too much. When I really would have a friend as a murderer, she could not ever told me this, or never let me out, or just hide me in a flat, because if I knew too much, I would plapper it out. It comes out. Everything comes out to me. That's why I knew mafias. They said, if you're clever, don't have contact with me, mind me, just please go separate way. I go separate way because I'm a dumb person and I'm telepathic, and that's not good for you. If I see something, hear something, feel something, it comes out, and please let me be alive, but go separate way and let me be my way. So that's my prayer, that even people go around me, that I'm not searching alone, and I'm only alone. I'm not with the police together, or not detectives or something. So I'm just glad to be able to sit here and enjoy that meal. And as I said, I'm talking so much that I don't eat. This is so delicious. It's replacing my ice cream. And it's healthy for my hair. And thanks to the man with the advice with ingwer and lemon. I wanted to make a juice, but I'm a eater. I need that, otherwise I get depression when I know that I'm no more. Even if I could, like God, even if I could live without eating, then life would no more worth be living, because that is what life makes out. I'm thankful that I can still eat. And I just do that now as long as it takes, and then I download it and upload it on the diet thing. And maybe out there, and this I don't know, it's not unstandard to talk with full mouth, you know. So if I would, for example, be at the Royals table, this would not be allowed to talk with eating. But I think they anyway don't eat. And then you look in the Hollywood films, they would you see never, they just make this here. And then it's like that, nothing, and then you just pretend eating, and then they make again that. But this is now my real dinner. I had nothing else today. in the morning. Also not so real something. And I hope there is out there a person who maybe did miss me, or another person who is just alone for a long time and enjoys eating with Karin Christen. I'm not Marilyn Monroe, look at that nose. You don't have to fall in love with me. But you can think, and then I made my dream come true. I was an escort for one night, for one evening. Escort is not sex. Escort is only like a geisha. You only accompany someone. No sex, no dirty things. Maybe they use this name then also for the other things, but there are also escorts only for this, for eating, for going to business things, or going in the opera with men who are all alone, or with a woman who is all alone. When I would be rich, I would do this. I would book an escort girl looking like Marilyn Monroe, or a young star who didn't come out yet as a big star but is really beautiful, and I would go with her to the opera or the Opernbahn to Vienna. That's what I wanted as a mother with my daughters. That I would do then. And that is giving her a chance to be seen, giving her a chance to meet other people, giving her a chance to become a star. That's I would do, even if I'm an old lady, you know. I can do this. And actually, I learned a little bit from the Queen. She was also not only thinking about her, she giving, the royals are giving stars and singers and people chances. Without the royals, I think a lot of, there are a good chance, you know. And I studied them, so if I ever get a star and get rich and get an old woman with an old big house, I would do this. I would have a housekeeper, I would have a cook, maybe not, but someone who goes to buy the things, and I will pay for escort girls or men. Now also men doing this. Yeah, to be not alone, you know, to be not alone. It looks funny when you go alone. Only in the cinema you go alone. That is also, she's still alone. What's wrong with her? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, my husband had another love, and I'm left alone. Like there were other kings that sent there have been kings that, not all that, there have been kings. My husband has also a Hof. That's Hof, you must know that. My husband is a farmer, and he has a farm, and we say in Switzerland that word Hof, to farm, and it's the same word like a castle. A castle is also a Hof, just a castle Hof. And once I said, you will see my husband, I will make out of this Hof a castle Hof. So, why did I say that? I wanted, I don't know, I forgot. I lost the red line. I don't know what I wanted to say actually. I forgot. Sorry, I'm getting old. It happens. I go in a room and I wanted to get something, and when I'm there, I don't know what. I'm getting old and not good. My brain is staying. My brain is going to be eaten from acid. Oh, will not fall down. I could also do nasty things, but not. Better not. Misfits, not Gesellschaft. I really adore the Marilyn Monroe films. But I must work on my playing with the face, and I will never reach her. No one can ever reach her. She's the best in that. I'm not singing her songs here because maybe that's not allowed. But once when I had to impress a man, in the bathroom and I was singing for him Marilyn Monroe songs before I had my own, but only private. But they adored me, they loved it. And then I wanted to sing also in public for other people, and so I prayed also. I always begging, please God, let me do this. And begged for getting ideas of my own songs. And suddenly it went with the dog, it went through love. And I was really ill, love still worked. And I really loved these dogs. And they gave me warmth and shelter, and I was singing for them. Not for God yet, not for the devil. Yeah, for the devil, not for the devil, but yeah, yes, for the devil I did already. For God, not yet. Only on Christmas, on the Christmas tree. No, I did. I was dancing and making songs like Mr. Coffee, that Chinese one, that special one was for God. Symbolized by the Christmas tree. Yeah, exactly. That's the secret. That was for God. And they got an answer. No one answered. Only one person, and very special. And it was like, maybe that's blasphemy when you say this person is God, but like God sent this person to say me, I saw it. Thank you, you did it. So I made music and singing and dancing only for one person. Like maybe a prostitute that's also singing and dancing for one person. Normally prostitutes don't, maybe that's to get already the escort of high-level prostitutes, or I don't know, which singing and dancing, that's nearly geisha. But also they do this effort for only one person. And there's maybe no applause. But they get money, but I did it just for God. So for no applause, no money, but I got that answer. That was like this person said, he felt pleasure or thank you or something. It was also not applause. He didn't say it's great, it's beautiful, you're good, but like parents should do to the children, you say bravo also when it's not yet good enough. But you saw it and you play that you like it. When your child brings you a first painting, you say as a good mother or good father, you did that great, it's great, and you hang it on and you look at it. And yeah, he did like that, like he would be my daddy. I knew it's not yet good for all people and everyone, and I know that, but I got this answer. That was healing. That was the feeling of you are still getting loved. You are loved. Now I don't get that response really. It's like 10 years. Another 10 years and then you should die for God. You should die and become a fish, a crayfish or a fish. And you're too old, you should die now and for God or the others to be a good person. And you live long and it's no more good. So I know this, I have another 10 years and then it's over, then I should die. But I'm not sure if I can kill myself. And I said, yeah, and then he must do it. Or I live just further. I'm so sorry, but I died too often and that nearly, and I hurt so much after, so I will not kill myself. But I try, but that's my wedding. When I have only 10 more years, please don't make me ill. And I sit here around 10 other years for nothing, catching out my head, and this 10 years has not been a good, you know, like when you bring money to the bank, not being a good anlage. Then it was like wasted time. But when I really become a superstar, then 10 years have been a good anlage. Ingwer, I put also ingwer in the wine. And find out something new, then I'm always so like, oh, Ingwer, new taste. Cool, do it in the wine, do it in the drink, do it in the food, do it in the burgermuesli, do it all over, and it's all tasting Ingwer. And it's like a hype, and I'm a hype. And I must concentrate on eating. Cutting that salad blood leaves, cutting them. Ideal life made more. My sister's still living, and that's cool. And it's cool that they send these films of her. Sometimes I upon net all or a lot. Sometimes it's coming too much, but it's my fault. I can just this by them, you know. It's so cool. I appreciate that they're sending that. There are often days when I'm really like depressed and feeling so alone, and then her films are making my day. Like when I started to use Facebook, they were playing a game that made my day sometimes, but there have been people, they painted little animals like cats, dogs, all sort of animals, but it's that big eyes, you know, that beautiful, sweet things. And they say like, good morning, have a nice morning, a cup of love, a cup of tea or something. And this is for a person that is all alone a lot. This can make the day, can bring you to tears even. And I hope that's now my say thank you for also persons that are alone. And they can also make diet now and enjoy a little wine. Should only be one glass, I know, but I am not a perfect human, okay? I don't say I'm the perfect diet person. I'm always happy that I will live this without a depression. So let's make our diet happily, and when I'm only losing a little is already an effort. And then not to gain weight again is a big effort. So it's better than losing a lot and then get the yo-yo effect and then eat a lot and get fatter than before. So even if I cannot really hold in all, even if I am so, when I work in the night and I'm so hungry and I go and eat a little bit more of that. And for me, then I forgive myself and I'm not losing too much weight. And I forgive myself because otherwise it's no more some positive thing, but a toxic thing. And it should not be a toxic thing. If I now also had only tea, only water, I have that without thinking I'm making diet. Oh, I forgot to buy. Then I'm with water so often, so many weeks. I have had only water, or no coffee, no more. Oh, the coffee I love there in the Zuckerland. I don't love the coffee from the Migros. It's bitter, it's too bitter for me. Oh, now we ran out of coffee. Yeah, let's take tea. Oh, we ran out of tea too. Then let's make water. You know, this has happened. But when we can manage to be happy also with a loss, not having all, then we have an easier life and we get healthier, and we can live with less. There was a time when I was addicted to sweets, and I really got shivering when I didn't have my chocolate. That's why I love this cat videos when she says, the cat looks in my big eyes, I cannot look so sweet. I I can, when I look my big eyes, it's not sweet. The cat looks so sweet with big eyes. And she said, "What do you want? A chocolate? What do you want? A chocolate?" So sweet is this, so sweet. Being sweet is also art, you know, in my age, even more. But it's difficult. How can I say that now, sweet? A chocolate. A chocolate. The mouth of the cat is so sweet. But I like this dress. Oh, it's really sparkling like diamonds. So it's better than on the day. In the day you don't see that. In the day it's nearly look like a naked look. But it's not naked. I have something underwear that is like a body, is a body. It's like a bath dress. So I'm not naked. And this is shining so sweet. Sweeter than me. Diamonds are forever. Diamonds are forever. Now I make my song. Diamonds are forever. Diamonds are gold. Diamonds are forever, ever gold. Diamonds will shine when I'm old. Diamonds will shine when I'm dead. Diamonds will shine when I'm old. They will look gold. Dat is not from me. That is right now spontaneous, erfunden, made. This is not yet done on earth. This is from me. So I can make a song out of it. Just sing it more and longer. Now I eat more and longer. No, I just eat. Then I can talk over something else. The TV. Another team. The bracelet that I found, I should have shown, I should have worn it. It's the nicest bracelet ever, and no, it could not be replaced. That bracelet, I'm really happy to have that back. And I ever go to the, whenever I get invited to an opera or to a ball or to a wedding or to King Charles or other kings or other occasions, I will wear it. And no, I didn't find a second one. It is strass only. It's from Guess. So more fashion level, fashion design. That's so beautiful, like no other. Another day I will show this. Today I showed enough. And let's now talk about the TV. I have yellow and I paid 40 francs for internet and TV. But suddenly they threw the TV out and I had to go in with the QR code on my handy. And then I had a handy which had no QR code and I had to find out how that works. And it did not work. Then you have to give in the email, and I don't want to give them the email from my Facebook account because that could also hurt me. Yellow is Sunrise, and Sunrise did hurt me already. I had to go to the court against Sunrise, so they are enemies. And yeah, we find out that, but they had such a good offer, you know, TV and internet together, and for 40 francs is good price, so I could not resist, even if it's the enemy company. And in the beginning I had no internet, but I was claiming it, reclamation until I had it. And then for a short time all was working out, and then they threw me out of the TV. And it's now why I did not come in the TV. I tried yesterday evening again. I said, I cannot always look up in the YouTube to say always the same songs are coming, and I think I'm gaga, or you unsearch someone, it comes again and again, and then you fall. It's like brainwashing. You fall again in love with that. I really wanted to watch, for example, from Winde Verweht, from also not married, from Scarlett O'Hara, but it's time too long. That's also I realize that I have no more than nerves for watching such a long video. I'm now also making such long talking, such a long evening, such a long video, and I have not that Facebook and internet and TikTok and all this is so made for short, only short, and then you smile or comes or or whatever, short on the point. And when you watch a film from Marilyn Monroe, you have to watch hours till that short moment of kissing comes, till that short moment of comes, till the short moment of and a short moment of crying when the bunny falls from the pony. And then I said, no, I know these points and I have not the nerves to see all. Then I was watching Stifler. I wanted that watch with someone else, and this Stifler reminded me to my son, but my son would not be like this Stifler. He would say to me, that Stifler mom is great. Yeah, but she made also, and Stifler is also great. I'm a fan of them because I have also part of my soul is also a little bit like them. Perverse, we would say, so like misfits, like that Marilyn Monroe was. And I have now this hairstyle, no more vampire. That's not vampire. A vampire has not the energy to make this hairstyle. A vampire sleeps today and then stand up and looks already like it must look. So yeah, I don't know what I to tell. The TV. Why I could not, then I really said, okay, I saw all the shorts, I saw all what was interesting. Now I want to see normally TV again. And then I wanted to install it. Why it does not go? I tell you, it's the blame of, I'm thinking government, Swiss government, because I have to go, I made a new email, I did all that. An extra email only for the TV. And then I wanted to go in, and then you must comes a town code, a PIN code. And on my handy, I can no more receive SMS. Yeah, suddenly came a letter from the government. And now I'm happy when someone is telling me, hey, I have made the same experience. Or if someone telling me, yes or no or something. I made that experience that suddenly came a letter. We do no more unterstütz, we do no more support SMS. Then when they send, so when I want to go in and for in my TV, and then they say you must give in the town code or PIN code, it comes by SMS, and I don't get SMS, so it doesn't work. For the email it was better. They said, do you want to do that with the SMS or WhatsApp? And then I could choose WhatsApp, and WhatsApp is working. But SMS is, I think, Swiss government. So they blocked me. So I hate them. They should go to jail if they did that only to me. And that I have to find out. And for this occasion, we make this dinner to find out if only I don't get SMS anymore on the handy, if they blocked me, or if that's all. And I want to find out for free, because I also dress myself so beautiful and nicely for free. I want to find out what I have to do to not, that they don't think I'm dumb, to not call them and ask for help. Because every time whenever I ask for help, like Sunrise in the beginning, they think I'm gaga. When I have to help, even that belongs to that business, they treated me so bad. Then they started to think she does that per purpose. She wanted to be so dumb. She wants to make us hot. But now I am dumb, okay? I am really, I don't know further, because when they would offer, shall we call you, that's also other platforms or things are asked, do you want the SMS or shall we call you? to identify you. Then you can also choose that they call you. But this yellow TV did not give not this option, only SMS. And exactly SMS I don't get. Once I made other messenger and this and that and all, tried all out, and at the end nothing worked anymore. I cannot choose the Facebook chat. I will have to call them. I will call them because now I want really my Facebook back. Otherwise I always see the same songs, and then I fall at the end in love with these people, or I don't know, or get gaga or get brainwashed. It's like you be in a washing machine and you start thinking you love them all or something. It's healthy to listen music, but as soon as you get like addicted, and that was already the case. I was already just eating with that one song, and then only that one song, and hear it 1,000 times, for sure no more healthy. And then I said, now you must fight. And then when I really was falling in love with a man which was not that singer, and I could, even in my soul, it was just trial. Can I now eat with that man, with that new date? Every time I have a date, or do I then, when I have this date here, again listen that music from that other singer, and then I would already betray that man, that date with the man, with the singer. You know, it came already that this singer was in my ghost, like my only person here living with me. That's no more healthy. That I just say that. Because that leads to schizophrenia, because then you are surely starting to talk with a person which is not in the room, only in the TV. But then, and this happens to you, with me, you can show the film and say, oh, she even was talking over this, maybe I fall down in love with her. But if I have uploaded enough stuff where I'm ugly enough that you can then choose someone else, then I would recommend, if you fall in love with me, just go out. It's now coming summer, go to the parties, you know, just go out to them. Let's go out swimming, holidays, and that's what I have to do now too. But if you have no money, then it's difficult. And then suddenly you are stuck in a flat, and no wonder why so many people are dying alone in a flat. First you have still the TV, you have still now I have not more the TV, I have still only the internet, you have still that one person, this singer, and suddenly you have no more the power to pay that bill, because you have to stand up, or I don't know, and then you die, and you're all alone with your souls. And God said to me, goodbye, you have only 10 years, and then I have to die all alone. That's hard. It's like, it doesn't offer me now the sky anymore. Maybe I'm then just gone forever. I lived already too long. I used already too much money to my family. They could have used my flat and things, and I overlived already my neighbor, and they all hate me for this. But hey, we live maybe, I now know I live maybe only once. I will not come again as warm or whatever. So I try to enjoy that life and be thankful for it, for every year. Because I am alone. I do that not every year. I get tired, and on Easter something, maybe on Easter not. Maybe on Easter I go out. Or sing or do. Maybe tomorrow it's only a picture of only the food, okay? You will forgive me when I tomorrow don't. When I work on something else, I have to make my taxes further. Today I could not, I didn't. That's hard, that's so hard, that disease is stealing my life. That's why maybe the diet like saved me, because then I said, okay, I'm looking now for eating dinner with people, it's not for only me. But still now no one is watching me. That's a shame. I'm looking so good. No one is watching me. I'm feeling like I'm doing this for nothing. I hope not. But tomorrow I don't have the courage to do that again. And now no one is watching me, you know. So I will tomorrow make only a picture of the food. And you have to forgive me, because I made all that here for nothing. Still no follower. Others don't do so much and have a lot of followers, and I have no one. At least not now. And that dress is for the misfits, don't worry. That in my group I dress another, maybe the black or so. Just good. This would be for Let's Dance. And you see it's a dress, it's not naked, okay? And the Miss Universes had also, this year, they were also naked. I'm not naked, I have a body. That is a body you see here. That is a body. But they looked sexy, so naked under the dresses. And Miss Universe looked so good. And I thought, so when they can go so naked under nothing, under nearly nothing, then glitter. And I could only afford this dress, not yet long dress, just short. Then I also do that. Just the way I can afford, you know, and I could only afford short version, not the long, not yet Let's Dance with feathers. Let's Dance with speed and also with feathers. But it's for me, I will do that also for me only. I have pleasure to see that sparkling of my dress. I love it like Marilyn Monroe of diamonds. Okay. And now, maybe I have only the last bite here. It burns, Marilyn Monroe, you are burning. We have an afterlife. There's one for your sister, we do also one. She's still alive. And no, we don't hurry up. When no one looks, doesn't matter. I have still a bite. That mom from Stifler, she had also played in another series where two young girls were also poor, maybe still poorer than me. And then they made a cupcake store. And they counted also the money every day. And they had a horse. They lived in that cupcake store, or just in the next room. And she was just a guest coming in, and she had a funny all over, you know. She was always dressed for that cupcake store, but she played that role so good. I'm a fan of her, but now I don't know the name. I just know Stifler's mom. They even made a song over her. So great. And she reminds me on Susan. Susan was once a girlfriend of me. She's for me still living, but for other dead. I buried her alive. Maybe. She's a genius woman. A little bit character like this Stifler mom. Maybe she changed, I don't know. We have no more contact after she died and she got buried. But I saw a film in the internet and I think maybe and so how she came out of that grave, or is it only a film, or what is going on there, I don't know. It's on the Philippines or Sri Lanka or somewhere there, you know, she's from there. But she's also a genius. And there you can live and smile, and you have We had good times. And if she misses me, she can watch me eating. Because that's what we did together, eating. No sex, no lesbian, no. She was in love with a man. I was in love with a man. I was married, she was married. But she was able to get divorced and get another, married with a Swiss man, and then they had a house. And he enabled her to go to her home and have there a kiosk and a big house. And then suddenly I saw that she was buried. I saw the pictures of the funeral in the internet. And I was sad. I was thinking, I never thought that she will die before me. I thought anyway that this woman will never die. A woman so positive like her. And I was right, she's alive. Maybe we can make that so easy when a candle is blowing out, we just re-alive them. And these nuts were then good. Now a coffee and a cigarette. I have nuts. This could be perverse, sorry. I have drunken nearly a lot. Maybe they apologize me. Oh, I even closed that a little bit. And I learned now not to do this. With her, we could do this overdo till we cried tears, you know. We could, it was a way of helping each other. But I want now other companions. I learned from misfits. I tried to become also a woman that could be invited in a ball without someone thinks, or without getting murdered after. I'm being perverse and a little bit I'm alone home. Like now, nothing worse happens. Maybe I do after the talks. Only have to copy things and then maybe she also sees me. God, Jesus, our watch is broken out last night. I feel to sleep. I think, shall I sleep on the balcony? Shall I sleep in another room? Shall I sleep on the roof? Shall I sleep outside in a park? I'm really scared now, you know. The dog maybe saved my life. It's not the first time that something happened with my teeth. Every human once is sleeping. Tomorrow they murdered me. That you can be for sure. The food was not poisoned. This is virus good, also not poisoned. It's new. I opened a new one. So if I'm dead tomorrow, someone must have murdered me tonight. Then the advice to my children: rip out the roof take off all roofs. And you must see then, because it can be a hidden door that someone comes in, because the door was locked, all windows have been locked. One who is open like this has also a lock, no one can come in. Still I hear so noises in where the room is again next to the lift, and you must also take out the where the clothes is in, what's that called? The closets. You must take out all the closets which are already installed in this flat. When I die tonight, you must take out the kitchen, all these closets for clothes, you know. There are also one, it's funny, like someone destroyed the lock, like someone has been in the closet, so it could be that they come from above or down in that closet that is like a lift, like the beam, you know, that starship there, that Dark Vader said, They always beam themselves up and down. Beam. And maybe they have such a, like a, not a beamer, but like a little lift. They just can go in and up. Maybe they're coming out of a closet. It's closet, yeah, there where you put your things in. Because it was like from inside someone was locked in and wanted to go out and destroyed the lock of that closet. I can show that once, I can show that tomorrow, I can show it. Like all locked doors have been destroyed also. So there have been people closed in this flat, closed it in that closet. So I recommend to take out all of this and then have only pure walls. And then not make furniture which is installed forever. For example, in Switzerland the kitchens are installed forever. So we make a flat, the people that build a flat choose the kitchen and the bath, and this stays also when you move out. But in Germany it's different, you take the kitchen with you. And I recommend here also to take out the kitchen and then only don't leave all the walls to the neighbors, leave them empty. Or install only, only a regal, only one plate, and you put things on it, not closed closets. So you see when someone making a hole in the flat and wants to send poison, you see what is going on that wall, or install furniture which are rolling. I made such furniture which are rolling. So if you are not sure and you feel bad, you just roll them away. Also, one single person must be able to do this. That can save life. And then you see behind if there is holes or not. So the constantly installed kitchens can cost life. I would no more do this. Even though this is my dream kitchen, it's so beautiful. I like it so much. Every day I enjoy this kitchen. But I would no more do this. I would make a very easy thing. And even where I cook and even where I wash the dishwasher or even must be rolling. So no one can come from down, from up or somewhere. I will find that out. And in this flat, I really recommend this when I lighted in that flat, because then I got killed. And you have to find out how they come in. And with the guest was also so funny that Madame, that one very nice lady who looked like my daughter, but she's not my daughter, she has another name and only similar looking, came here with a man like a Russian. I would be so much afraid of this man. And when I wanted to tell her something the next day and I was calling her, she was dismissed, she was thrown out, she was, now they said she left the job. And I said, then please call the police, because that's not normal, she has a super job, which she can keep for the whole life, which gives money, which is a secure job. And she was here looking my flat, and this man who was on her side could be a Russian evil man, like the evil in the Van Damme films, not Van Damme, the more evil, the more big, the blonde one, like always the bad guy. And he was also so white, like he was even scared to death. Even this one was quiet and scared to death. And Christen sitting just accompanying her. And a day after they have been here, I didn't kill them, I didn't eat them, I swear. And I was watching, and I think they took the stairs, they did not take the lift, but I'm not sure. But I was watching how they're leaving. I wanted to be sure that they don't go in the neighbor's flat, and that they come out alive. And then I was really calling next day, and they said she's no more working here. And then I said to them, and I hang on up. Then I was shocked. And then I had a day, I needed a day to think what should to do. Not a day, only an hour. I reacted quickly and I called them again and said, see, are you sure she is fine? If she's not taking the phone, you should call the police. And I told them that this Russian man could also be an evil man and have killed her, or rubber her out, or raped, or something else. Took to Russia, took to America, who knows what's going on. It looked not normal, and I told them, and then they did so like, oh, it's all normal, it's all good. And I called again, could you reach her? And they said no. And then I said, I have not her private phone number, and it's not on me to call her, you know, but it's on you. But they said also, your job is done. Her job is done, so I'm over the hill for a few time. I must now search myself a job and look how I get paid my bills. And this is one way maybe I can play my role in a role in a series like a Stifler's mom or something, or an evil grandmom or something, or a good grandma, or a nun. I could play a lot of things, but not Marilyn Monroe. I'm not yet. Is the face technique not so good, and with the teeth not so good. So, but there will be. I hope not just the clean. I will have to earn money, so maybe I go to Germany. They once offered me a job, and then I had not the time. I wasn't sure if my daughter is secure, and I wanted to watch over her like a dragon, watch how my jewelry is, but she was my best jewelry. Look that she's not getting killed, so I didn't want to go for work. He better be poor than the daughter get killed. And now I'm still scared that something evil happened to that woman, and maybe I should call the police. But you know, I did my duty. I called them and said, hey, please, it's so normal that she's just one day do the other kündigen. But I did that already. Also, I was like that when something was wrong on a place, then I dismiss myself. Dismiss is the word. And you say, oh, I'm done, I'm leaving this company, I'm no more d'accord, I'm no more einverstanden with what is going on, and then you just can choose to leave the company, you know, and go another way. Maybe that happened. Maybe she realized that I got killed and that I'm not schizophrenic, and that was, maybe this is paranoia. As I said, it can have something to do with me, but it can also not have something to do with me. I didn't know that the Russian man, that big man, but I would be afraid of him. And I also thought that Mark Zuckerberg is living here in the second floor, and this is also not so normal. But I was not so scared in the beginning, you know. But he has a girlfriend. But I did also do that when I was in love in a man. So like that, I came back to Stenhouse, and I was here in school, and then when I married, and then I live in this village, and then I got married, and then my marriage went river down, you know. I wanted to go back because I was doubting maybe that guy when I was 14 was the right one, and I wanted to make sure, does he want me, yes or no? So I moved direct here. That was like stalking, and I feel today even I apologized. I apologized, and I swore to myself I never do that again. So I stayed here and didn't move around, and said no way that I ever will go behind a man again. That was the first and last time. Maybe not the first time. When you go to Jerusalem to search Jesus, it's also when you loved him personally, stalking even a dead person or a God. Help, I'm a stalker. I'm so I prayed also too much till God says you have 10 more years and then you're done, then you do the best out of it. That's so hard, that's so hard. I need alcohol to come over this. Now, you know, they wanted to keep me as a child. They wanted to, and I'm still here and living, and I enjoyed this life a little bit. It was all in it: beauty, ugliness, love, hate, felt like everything. It's not the, I thought once it's the worst, but it was not the worst. And now I say I try to do the best out of it, and today was not the best, and yesterday was not. But when I died, if I would not have washed my hands, scratched that hair out, then I did my best to overlive. And I just know I have to right now 10 more years. And then I have to play the devil or a vampire. Then I will be a godless person, living without permission of God. It's quite scary and evil, and I didn't want that. Then I go in the bush, search Susan, catch frogs, go to Sri Lanka, I don't know what I do then. So I'm not yet a vampire. From being a vampire, I come back. I once made also that when I had only pain that the vampire came in. This was more than only in my mind. This was, I felt this vampire here, but you could not see him, but he was like here. And then it's cold when they come, so shh, like a wind, and you feel they are here. And yeah, he bited me, and he was here, and he had not so a little bit ugly hair, and I didn't know him then, and it was not from that vampire films. I was thinking maybe that's from the vampire film, but no. And I said, okay. I did not talk, he just saved me, he bited me, then he went away, but it was a bite for life. I had inner bleedings, and the bleeding stopped, and then the pain stopped. And I could overlive like this. And for me, this is real. I know every psychiatrist says, every person that had not yet experienced this says that's not possible. But then I really had evil problems with the sunlight. I still have. And I have no sun care, no sun cream. I look within 15 minutes like my mom, so old and ugly. I have then a skin like the frogs. Not the frogs, the evil frogs, the bigger frogs, the Karin. And that is not so good. But I came back, I stepped back to life. There was a time I only ate bloodwurst, blood sausages, and wine. That was all I could keep. I got really sick when I ate something else. A Red Bull was working out. Red Bull, wine, Coca-Cola, bloodwurst, and nothing else. And I fight it back to being able to eat and shit and fart and poop and do everything like that. And that not every vampire can say from itself, and that not everyone can say that he has made this experience. So I have made a lot of experience which are very interesting. And before I write that book, I tell that book, but maybe that is helping me. Maybe even if no one is watching it, one day I will watch that myself, then write a book over myself, because if I may not that films, I forget everything, and like this, I'm like the ghost speaker or ghost writer from myself. Then I look this, and then I remember, and then I write the books, maybe even in that hospital for old people where I board, you know. And then I maybe then after 10 years I can afford to live, to pay for my own life, and even live further than this 10 years. Maybe then just my husband stops paying for me and I have then to live from this, and maybe I can do it. I'm not more allowed to have a computer. I will have that all from hand. That was my fear. But now it's coming that new programs, you speak and it makes text in the handy. That's my hope, that I can speak like now and it makes the text and I can print that out, and then I can go with that to the publishers and they will then make the book out of it. That would be great. Because it works already. I don't know if we could print out it. I can be like my own boss and my own secretary. My secretary or Siri, that would be good. Siri, just write to the doctor so-and-so, to my company so-and-so, and then Siri writes. And even with grammatic, I say, then you must do that like, boss, dear sirs, comma, or dear sirs, I go to your package and your accommodation and we thank you for it, comma, but we have to say that something was damaged, point. You must do it like that. And she would also make the points and commas and everything. Yeah, that's my hope. And fighting for their lives, these scandals. Against the wind. But even the little one is only little, but it's still with us. So, goodbye Marilyn Monroe. Goodbye sister of Marilyn Monroe. Thank you for what you do. Maybe the sister. Sending always parts and pictures from her. You have been today like my guests, or I have been in my thoughts like with you. So I was not alone. I was not with God, I was with you, Marilyn Monroe. And thanks to all watchers, and have a nice night where we all live and not get killed, and a good day tomorrow.